And then if you swipe, when you swipe the meme, there's a video after.
Yeah.
And it's a girl that's going up the crate pyramid, but the one that's in the middle is 3 higher than the rest. So almost impossible to get to anyway.
Yeah.
And she gets to it, and then all of a sudden, she is a lawn dart. Just fucking head first right into the earth. Like, what are we doing? Wake it up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Marckie P Show.
Damn, you really turned the
Season
radio voice on.
2. And I'm here with my man, James Coletta. He is a photographer, has worked with the likes of Alesso, Jared Leto, a million other people.
All the top DJs.
And you are a popular Twitch streamer.
I mean, like,
don't do that. Don't do that.
If you call like a classroom of people popular, I'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, but you're a fun Twitch streamer. It's great. Well, welcome to the show, dude.
Thank you. Season 2, I'm the first guest.
You are the first guest.
What an honor.
Yeah.
I'm actually like really honored to be the first guest.
Well, that's it. That's the thing. I only like to have legends on this show. That's just how it works.
Damn,
Everybody that comes on this show is a certifiable legend.
All right. Okay.
And this is where we start. How was your weekend?
My weekend, so it was my birthday.
Also, hold on, time out. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Hurley is back, baby.
Hell yeah. Wait, I never went anywhere.
Yeah. Well, he's back for season
Wait, you
2.
sleep here?
I am back for season 2.
He's back for season 2.
Pretty much.
He also lives here.
Oh, that's what the bed is over there. Okay.
Yeah, there's a bed over here just off to the side. So yeah, Hurley's back. How was your weekend?
It was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
I turned a decrepit 32.
Well, I'm 33, so I'm like just a bit more decrepit.
Yeah, well, you have your face on t-shirts. So
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing a bit better than I am.
New merch coming soon, for the fall.
Merch shout out.
Merch shout out. So how was your birthday?
Honestly, it was not that great.
Oh, jeez.
It was very middle of the road, any other day kind of day. I mean, I saw like family and, like that was fun. It was good to see like, my mom and brother and stepsister, stepbrother, whatever, the siblings.
What porn were you watching again? Okay.
So I saw them, and then I had another friend who was in town from Denver, went to go see them, and then I went back home to do a Twitch stream, which was like middle of the road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What made it middle of the road?
I thought since it was my birthday, I was going to get like, lots of love and
some subs
and all that stuff, and that didn't happen.
Oh, no. Would you have like one person? No, just 2 people?
A couple of people, a couple subs, some bits, donations, all that stuff. But so like what it was a call-in stream. I do live call-ins.
Oh yeah, yes you do.
Yeah, and it was, I don't know, it was probably a busy night for a lot of other people. That's how I like to justify it to myself.
Okay, like I mean, you're typically not you're typically not on when like Nick Merckx is streaming.
No, I mean,
so, like,
all those guys, they farm early in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't even have that cross section. He plays Call of Duty.
Right.
Like I am some like Humegalol on Twitch who just like screams into the void of the internet.
Right. That's exactly what made you want to start your Twitch stream?
I like a while back I was like, I really think that streaming is going to be a huge platform just across media in general.
Right.
So I was like, I might as well just start now.
Yeah.
I might as well just jump into it. And originally I wanted to do like I have a lot of like, sex worker friends and OnlyFans people and cosplay girls and all this stuff.
OnlyFans getting shut down.
Yeah.
No more sex on
OnlyFans is
OnlyFans.
getting wrecked.
No more sex on OnlyFans.
No more sex. No more. Have you seen the policy?
No.
Just reading through the policy is absolutely.
You read through the sex policy on OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, because I have a lot of people that do that, and so I've seen it just in my feed.
Can you enlighten us?
I can find it.
Oh boy, he's gonna find the sex policy for OnlyFans, and we are gonna figure this thing out.
It's
Hurley. Hurley subscribes to like, he's got 56 girls on OnlyFans. He spends his entire paycheck on
literally
OnlyFans.
out of money. Yeah.
he's running. He's a sieve. He is running out of cash.
How? Have you ever subscribed to anyone on OnlyFans?
No.
I haven't either. I've been given free OnlyFans from people.
Okay.
But like aside from that, I've never been like, I don't know. It's not necessarily my specific lane.
Are they ruining? They're ruining their business model though.
Oh, they're shooting their dick off. It's insane.
Season 2 is coming in hot. We're not messing about this season.
They literally are. Like, I mean, this may be totally made up. I was watching another streamer earlier this morning, and they said that their evaluation went from 1 billion to 4 million.
but that's called going bankrupt, I think.
Yeah, it's shooting your dick off.
Literally, yeah, just ripping it off and throwing it into the harbor. I mean, that's what they were built, but they were also built during like a pandemic, so nobody else was. You weren't doing anything. You were playing video games and like trying to, just playing with your ween.
Yeah,
you know,
it was that easy.
That's pretty much what I do, anyways. Like regardless of pandemic, I just play video games and my ween.
Where's the pulse?
You know, oh boy, oh his thumbs are moving. We are looking for the OnlyFans policy, and we're gonna break this thing down because I have a degree in law.
Wait, do you?
No, of course I don't. Like, why would I? Dude, I barely went to high school. I went to eat lunch. I didn't do anything. So, oh boy, thumbs are going.
Oh, it's moving, dude.
The agreement is 4 million pages long. It's got to be. And then in very small print, it's just like no nipples, just like Instagram.
Well, there's like specific guidelines that you like. They're like what they don't allow anymore. I can't find it. I'll summarize it. They have to be very specific about what they don't allow, and it's like no oral to genital, no genital to anal, no anal to genital, like of anyone of any gender, of anyone that's ever had a genital, like no simulated sex, no implied sex, no fake fluids of any sexual nature. Like it's just funny how like legal speak to be like stop fucking on our platform.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, now they're going to have no money and no fans. It's going to be, there's 0 fans now.
Yeah, it's
maybe you can farm all of the people that are leaving there to come to your Twitch stream, and you can do those hot tub streams that were so popular like a month ago.
I did one of those once.
Oh God.
I did one of those. I brought one of my cute friends with me, Carol. You can probably find her on OnlyFans.
All of Coletta's friends.
Actually, probably not anymore. Damn. Well, it ends in October. Either way. So I rented. I found an Airbnb in Plymouth. And like rented out this whole Airbnb just to do a hot tub stream.
A hot tub stream. Now, Can you explain to people what a hot tub stream is?
A hot tub stream is when you stream from a hot tub. It's like not that deep, fam.
That's it.
It's not that deep, fam.
No, but it was just a way to get around the terms of service so you could put something sexually suggestive on Twitch.
Yeah, because people are always trying to work their way around it. So like people
you try to break it. Anywhere you go, you try to break the rules just a little bit, or you find the loophole.
Yeah, you find the loophole.
Find the loophole.
There's one creator, Amaranth, who I will say this like ahead of time. She's an incredible content creator. Streams like 16 hours a day.
Yeah,
like is giving all of her money away to like animal rescue efforts and all that kind of stuff. So like, she's an absolute legend. And
a lot
she's
of
the one
Twitch
who's
streamers give their money away.
Yeah, I mean,
do like donation streams, charity streams, stuff like that, which is great.
Tax write-offs.
Tax write-offs.
Yeah. So when's yours?
Yeah, right now, actually, you are my tax write-off. So you rented a house,
subsidized podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. So you rent a house in Plymouth, and you blow up a hot tub, or is there a hot tub?
No, there was
on
like
the
a
premises?
legitimate hot tub.
Oh,
yeah. So what the loophole for the Twitch streamers is that they'll set them up in like their bedroom.
Right.
They'll fill up an inflatable hot tub from Amazon with like 600 gallons of water.
Yeah.
Like no chlorine or anything. So after a few days, it starts to get like murky and gross and shit.
And just vile.
Yeah. And so they were taking over one of the main categories on Twitch called Just Chatting.
Yeah.
And it was everywhere. And they're like, you know what? We're going to give you your own category called pools, hot tubs, and beaches.
Yeah.
Because what they want to do is they want to wear bikinis on stream and, you know,
can't.
And farm, you know, people's money.
Yeah.
Little, you know, like teens credit cards, teens parents credit cards.
Yeah. Facts.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. The Twitch stream stuff, because I have a bunch of Twitch streamers who are friends of mine. It's like there's a lot of things you can't do. But then all of a sudden they loophole and you're 98% naked in a hot tub in a bedroom.
Well, I mean, I could never wear a shirt on Twitch. Like, not that I do, but I've taken my shirt off on Twitch and I can be shirtless. That's fine.
Right.
Because they're not going to sexualize me.
No.
But like for women, they can't wear like revealing tops.
No, and you can't show your feet. That's in there too.
I show my feet all the time.
As a female streamer, you can't show your feet.
I got my feet done.
Wild.
Have you ever had a pedicure?
Yeah. Pedicure, manicure. You see these babies? You kidding me?
They look soft.
Yeah, my hands. I've never done a hard day's labor in my life. My hands are the softest hands in hands. Look at these things. I mean, if you're watching the YouTube, you can see how beautiful and soft these hands are.
Yeah, where's the zoom in?
Look at this. Oh my God. Jeez. You kidding me? Not a callus. Calluses are scared of me. You've done hard day's work.
No, I have not. I have
Hurley's like
I have
don't even know
scars
what a
from doing
callus
stupid
is.
stuff. And then I have the softest hands known.
Speaking of stupid stuff,
okay,
have you seen this milk crate challenge that's going on right now?
I just saw it like last night.
Oh, dude, did you watch the videos?
Who has this many milk crates?
Well, convenience stores, but imagine walking up to a convenience store and being like, "Hey, man, I need all 50 of your milk crates," and then being like, "What for?" And then 5 hours later on the internet, you see a guy go flying off 7 crates tall.
Yeah, you're never gonna get them back. He's gonna be in the hospital, and then you have to go reclaim them.
I saw a meme this morning. It was just like, "This motherfucker's gonna kill more people than COVID," and it was a picture of a milk crate, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then if you swipe when you swipe the meme, there's a video after.
Yeah,
and it's a girl that's going up the crate pyramid, but the one that's in the middle is 3 higher than the rest, so almost impossible to get to anyway.
Yeah,
and she gets to it, and then all of a sudden, she is a lawn dart, just fucking head first right into the earth. Like, what are we doing?
We're trying to kill ourselves. We're trying.
We're
every way, shape, and form. No vaccines. Jumping off stuff.
Crates.
Getting rid of OnlyFans. There's gonna be.
We're just full sending.
Yeah, full send.
I mean, I don't have the balls to try the. Are you gonna try the milk crate thing on your Twitch?
No, I don't even have enough milk crates to do that. I could do like a 3 milk crate challenge.
I think you should.
That's just 2 or 3 in a line. I just like.
Oh, you're just gonna walk across very politely and not have to worry about dying.
I'm old, all right, and Twitch does not pay that well at the moment, so I can't afford it. I'm on government subsidized healthcare right now. So
I mean,
I'll break my leg and be able to see someone in like 3 months.
That's how it works. You're just like gonna be stuck in the hospital. You're gonna be like, look, we can't even fix you, but you can lay here. You can just heal. Another weird thing that's happening is American Airlines banned alcohol sales until 2022 to main cabin passengers. So if you're in first class, you can get fucked up.
Yo, fuck poor people.
You can get
Can we be
fucked
real about that?
up if you are in first class.
All poor people better go fuck themselves.
Well, Spirit doesn't carry alcohol anyway. They don't carry anything. They barely can carry passengers, let alone.
There's no way. Their liability insurance must go through the roof as soon as they start selling alcohol and Spirit.
Oh yeah. That would be like a giant UFC.
They can't even keep people like from fighting on those planes.
No, they're duct taping them to fucking seats.
I saw that.
That's what they do. Welcome to Spirit. Your flight costs $1 and potentially your health.
But is that like a training scenario that they have in like steward school? Like stewardess school or whatever it is, like
they just fucking hand you duct tape.
There's like emergency duct tape that they have that there's like, if someone starts acting up, feel free.
Here are the emergency rows left and right. Here's the duct tape you need to strap the person to the seat next to you if he gets unruly. You're like, oh shit.
I want to see the video of how they get that done. Is it just like a bunch of stewardess and people like holding this dude down while they're like, come here.
It's just fucking yes. That's exactly what happens.
Imagine being the people sitting next to him.
I think you just laugh. I mean, you get messed up on planes. I mean, you're a guy that's well traveled, but you can get pretty messed up on a plane.
Oh yeah,
like
I've been on planes like some private jets that have been bopped around. Like you're flying and then you like the updrafts and stuff like that can really throw a small jet around,
right?
As opposed to like any like jumbo jet or all that stuff. Like you get tossed around in those.
Yeah, and then when you're drunk,
I don't like drinking on planes.
Yeah, you're like the second person that said that on the show, or maybe third. There's a couple people that have been on the show that have talked about like not liking to. My friend Heather, she's like, oh, I just do more work on. I get work done. I'm like, I get work done. I watch Interstellar for the 67th time, and I get absolutely housed. Like, I get housed. I barely make it out of the terminal onto the plane, let alone what happens on the plane itself.
I feel like I have to admit this, but I'm too fat to do work on planes.
Oh, because you can't drop the tray table?
No, I could. No. I'm not that fat, but I'm not. I'm like fat enough that it like hits it like I can put it down, but I can't also put my computer down and work on it without having like the screen just like absolutely at like a 90-degree angle.
I'm envisioning this,
like,
and
I can't like it's too awkward. I refuse to do work on.
I'm a burly boy. I don't even put the thing down.
I would see you coming up to my seat, and I'd be like, "Oh, this fucking guy's gonna sit next to
Oh,
me."
jeez. Yeah, that's usually what happens. Except when you fly Southwest, what you do is if you and I were flying together, one of us would just take the inside, the other one would take the outside immediately, regardless of if we wanted to switch mid-flight. Because who's going to sit between two giant people on a Southwest flight?
Someone who has to.
But if you technically don't have to.
Oh, if I'm walking by and I see you and me, and I'm just like, no, I'll sit next to some like Asian lady.
Yeah, sitting next to literally anyone.
This is my move for when I used to take trips in between Boston and New York on like, Lucky Star and like all those like budget buses. You go in, you sit down in the bus and you try and
look at the lettuce. Look at the lettuce you have right now. Is that a mullet?
It is a mullet.
Holy shit! I'm kicking off this season with a guy with a mullet. Now, and it's fantastic. It's a good mullet. It's a good mullet.
I try to look as weird as possible on the plane or like on like a Southwest, like a free seating, whatever. I'll try and get on there first. And you try to just look as weird as possible, like sitting on the flight. You used to have very much longer hair, so I just mess it all up and like sit there like, cross-eyed and stuff, like just like looking like a psycho. Like, who wants to sit next to me looking like this?
You look like a New York subway rat.
Yeah.
My man just carries a piece of pizza on the plane just in his mouth.
It's worked. I feel like it's worked a bit sometimes, but then the downside to it is that the person that does sit next to you is also equally as weird.
Yeah, they're like, wow, I found another one.
And they've called my bluff, and now I have to deal with this person.
They're like, hi, my name is James.
They smell like human pastrami. It's awful.
That sounds disgusting.
It is. There are some disgusting people that fly.
Yeah. You know what I hate? Don't take your shoes off.
Never. That's a sin.
Also, the people that have long hair and decide to drape their long hair over their seat, and it covers your TV.
Oh, that's you.
Like, what are you doing? Like, what?
Go to the bathroom, go grab a stewardess, and be like, "Look, some bitch is acting a fool in front of me. Please go fix it."
Or you know what, dude? There's so much. The etiquette on planes is crazy, right? Middle seat gets both armrests. Don't argue.
That is law.
That
should actually be federal law.
That's federal law, right? Don't throw your hair over the seat. Also, if you want to recline, all you have to do is just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna recline. I'm just gonna want to take a quick little nap." To the person behind you, you don't have to just be like, press the button, jam.
Oh yeah.
If you have the tray table down and there's a hot coffee, next thing you know, you have hot coffee crotch. And I had that. I started the show with hot coffee crotch. No, and I don't want to continue having that. You know what I mean?
See, like you give people far more heads up than I do. I don't like crank it back and just throw it back.
Do a slight.
I do look. They made them so it reclines. I'm gonna recline. I'm not gonna give you a warning, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but what happens if that person has like their coffee or a drink on it, and then next thing you know, literally they wear it? Like now you're in a fight for your life at 3,000 feet, 30,000 feet.
Well, that man will look like a psycho. I feel like people will be on my side. But, I do the slight recline. That's fine. You start going back just slowly. And if they don't get it, that's their fault. All right? Be aware. You're in a plane.
I'm the guy that does this.
And if you do that, then we have the dialogue where I'm like, bitch,
like you're in my space.
Yeah.
Like I'm already too big to sit in one of these tiny little Tic Tac container seats anyway. Like the least you can do is not put your headrest right in my mouth. Like that's the least you can do.
There's things that you can buy, and I think these people are psychopaths if you do this on planes, but you can buy these things that you jam to the seat in front of you that prevent people from moving back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I've seen somebody use the head pillow thing where you stick your arms in the side and it creates like this cocoon and you can just stick your head on this pillow.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of lit.
That is.
How do you get on the plane with it? That's like your carry-on is a pillow that you're going to use for the next 3 hours. Cool. But
if you're bringing that for 3 hours, I don't know. You don't need that shit for 3 hours. But here's the pro move for you, all right? If you're booking a flight and you don't want people to recline in your face, get the seat that's right behind the emergency row. They can't recline.
Yeah, those can't recline at all.
I'm
an emergency row guy. Give me the leg room.
I see. Sometimes those are like a win or lose, Because like there's one time where I was like I was working in Vegas, and then I was also on tour, and I just did like this like 16-hour stint in like Vegas in between like a stop in Maryland, and then I had to fly back to get on the bus. So I had like no sleep whatsoever for this whole thing, and I was like, all right, I'm just get sleep on this one flight. So I booked my flight so I would sit in the emergency row, so I would have like the place to like lean my head against and nap.
Right.
And then I get there, and there's like a seat in between. Like there's no seat in between the door and where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
So there's no way for me to possibly lean my head against it because it's like all the way over here. So I'm like miserable. I haven't slept. I've been working all night. And the lady comes up and she's like, "Hi, we need a verbal confirmation if you'd like to, if you will be able to help in a case of emergency." And I said no.
Oh, jeez. You're not supposed to say that.
But you can. They give you the option.
Yeah, but then they remove you immediately from that seat.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to move. I wanted to sit anywhere else.
Oh, so you did it just because now you couldn't sleep. You want? Oh, okay. So that's kind of okay. A little 200 IQ play right there. I like that.
The funny part was she's like no one has ever said no to her ever in her whole career. You can see her mind just start to melt. Smoke pours out of her ears, and she's like, "We'll just deal with this in the air." Like
your brain, you just broke the stewardess's brain.
Oh, she had no clue how to deal with that
Poor
situation.
lady.
And eventually, like the guy who was sitting next to me was like, "Oh, well, my friend could switch seats with you. He's in another row that's also like window seat." So I switched.
That's good.
Yeah, I won.
You did, yeah. I guess you did win. I do like the exit row just because of the leg room, the whole reclining thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I'm cool with being a hero if this thing goes down. You want me to get these motherfuckers off the plane? I'll do it. I'll be the guy. You want me to deploy the slide?
It looks like you'd be able to Sparta kick a door off of a plane.
I would. If I need to get off that plane, I need to get that slide going.
Yeah, you're the one guy I want to see because you're picking up babies, you're throwing them, you're picking up luggage, you're throwing it.
I'm saving everybody.
As long as it doesn't ruin the hands.
Yeah, no. As long as there's nothing, I'll probably put some gloves on before that. I'll just open up my carry-on, put on my paraffin hand wax, my gloves. Yeah, and then I'll get to work. But until that minute and a half there could be a little sketchy for everybody because I'm not touching that door. No fucking way. So you've traveled a ton.
Yeah.
Let's hop into your career as a photographer.
Okay.
And you are very talented at what you do. You've taken some of the coolest pictures, and you've worked with some of the most amazing artists. And I think a lot of the reason why they look so good is because of what you can do with your camera.
I appreciate that.
Camera tricks. I've got a couple
tricks.
I've got a couple pictures
Editing
from you,
tricks.
and I have no blemishes. I didn't have any wrinkles. I didn't have any bags under my eyes.
I mean, you don't now either. So
well, that's because I just
make
slept
it
for
easy.
4 days. So how did you get your start in photography, and then how did you get your start working in nightlife photography?
So my dad he's not dead. He was a photographer.
Jeez.
I feel like every time I say that, like my dad was a photographer.
Sorry about your dad's
It just
career loss.
like I feel like it sounds sad because it sounds like he died or something. But no, he just like is a graphic designer.
He just moved on.
Yeah, he changed careers. Like that's all he did.
That's it.
And so
shout out to James' dad. Sorry, Dad.
So like I've always had photography around me, cameras and all that stuff, and originally I wanted to be a chef. I trained as a chef, went to a vocational school, like worked in the industry, hated it, was miserable, didn't know Spanish, like had to move on.
Yep.
So I went to school for photography, and I had met a friend who was like, "Hey, I want to go, photograph this nightclub. It's like a live band. I've photographed like live bands before with like a point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
But it's more just because I was like there, and I like to take pictures of me and my friends and do all that fun stuff. So,
Have you always been that guy?
Yeah.
Like the guy with a camera of some sort.
I'm the
taking
reason
pictures.
why none of my other friends had cameras because I always had mine. I would take like 15,000 photos a year. Like,
Okay.
I just have the archive of like my youth.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and all my friends were in bands. They did shows at like the Night of Columbus, and I would take photos of them. And so I was like, all right, I'll do photography. And so a friend of mine was like, hey, like I'm gonna go shoot this band at a nightclub. Do you want to join me? I don't want to do it alone. And so I was like, yeah, sure. Like I've never done it before. Cool. So I show up with her and I photograph the band. And then the band gets off and it turns into a nightclub. And I was like, I'm gonna continue taking photos. And so the guy who like hired her or said that she could take photos. I I sent him the photos, and he's like, all right, come on back. They were garbage.
Were they?
Oh, my God, they're so shit.
Looking back, you're like, these are the worst things I've ever done.
The worst photos. Absolute terrible photos. But he called me back, and I was like, great, this is awesome. So
I'm the best.
yeah, I'm like, I'm winning. So I ended up like photographing for him a couple times, but like this is how it worked. You know, so you've worked in nightclubs, you know how all the thing is, you know, you get the photographer on the list and you give him a pass and they get in. He would never put me on the list. I would always have to pay admission to get in. And it was always like $10, and then he'd pay me $20 at the end of the night. So for everyone who I've ever worked with, yes, I used to work for $10.
Me too. I used to work for 3 Bud Lights and a chicken tender. So, like, I get it.
And so, like, after a certain amount of time, like, I had met a bunch of photographers and other people in the industry, like, locally, and they were like, yeah, you should be charging, like, $50 at, like, minimum just for photography. So I was like, great. Like, so I went to the guy. I was like, hey, I want to charge $50. She's like, oh, that's fine. Great. So I, went to the last night, photographed, gave him the photos, and he's like, hey, you're fired. Never paid me, and I moved on.
Geez. That's good.
Yeah.
Hot start.
Yep.
Hot start. Love that. And now you've been well traveled over the course of your career. Mm-hmm. You've done photos and made content for guys like the likes of Alesso. You went on tour with Alesso.
Yeah, I toured with him for 3 years.
3 years with Alesso.
Like consistent.
What does it feel like to help create someone's image in a mainstream way? Like they're perceived, sure, from social media.
Yeah.
And Twitter. Like Twitter is the voice, right? But the way that they're really perceived is based on, say, Instagram content, right? Because a lot of times that's where fans go, and that's where you send their photos and they send their, you know what I mean? How do you feel being the guy that creates the image for them?
It really does feel like a backseat position, to be honest. I mean, I take a lot of photos of an artist on tour, and then they parse through all of that. Like their management, fine tooth comb, go over everything and like pick those little slices of photos, and they take those and put those on Instagram. And it's like, to a degree, it's like great. Like you can swipe through like so many different artists that I've toured with and see like just like my section of work, which I feel honestly is a lot different than you'd see for other photographers. I don't know. I feel like I have like a darker style.
Yeah, your style has always been a bit darker than most.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, it's great. I love doing it, but I think I've done it for people for so long for that upper echelon of like artists that I don't want to do that anymore.
Right.
Cause I want to work with somebody that like, I like know and kind of has my back, because when you work with those people, like, you're kind of just an employee.
Right.
Whereas, you're doing like this immensely personal thing, traveling the world, having these experiences, like living, you're living with somebody for a while.
Right.
I want to be as invested in someone as they are in me.
That's super commendable. That's awesome. Do you have anything like that right now? Are you working on anything specific?
No, post-pandemic photography is like so difficult. Everyone's still trying to secure the bag.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. But I've worked with a few artists in the past, like Closey.
Yeah.
Closey was great. I loved working with her because she's such a genuine, nice human.
Yeah, agreed.
And it was like one time she helped me with my luggage and I was blown away. Like I was like struggling to carry everything. She's like, "Do you want me to grab that for you?" And then I was like, "Yes, please."
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I would. Have you ever seen my hands?
Yes, please.
So you went on tour with 30 Seconds to Mars.
I did, yep.
And you've taken some. There's a couple pictures of Jared Leto that he posted on his Instagram that were lights out.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of portfolio pieces in there for me.
Yeah, what was that like? What was going on tour with? I mean, that he's the Joker. He's the new Joker.
Yeah,
like he is a transcendent superstar.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every time I met him was the first time he was meeting me.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
I don't know. It just never really seemed like he like truly caught on to who I was.
Okay.
Like I toured with him for a while, and then like there would be like a break, and then I would see him again. I feel like it was the first time I met him.
Interesting. You think people like that have so much going on in their brain that they just have no ability to...
I'm just a very low priority that someone else is hiring to deal with. And then, I mean, like when I'm on tour with him, like there's face-to-face interactions. He's telling me what he wants. I'm saying yes all the time because I have to.
Yes, man.
I mean, that's just the job. And, I signed up for it and it was, I had a great time. I was working very closely with a lot of people that I was like really good friends with. And
Right.
the whole team is amazing. And it's such a different vibe than like an EDM tour, because
that was
EDM
my
tour
next
can be
question.
you and me.
Right.
And like we're the whole tour. We're the only ones doing anything, traveling across the country. But with him, it's like, his personal assistant, the assistant's assistant, wardrobe. There's a whole bus of people that are just doing tech stuff. He has his own bus with his brother. There's a separate bus for just management. Like there's like this whole it's an actual crew.
Right.
And that was like one of the first times I felt like I worked with like a 30-person team.
Right. And that's got to, I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge difference.
I mean, you've done some pseudo tour managing for guys and also done their photography.
Yeah.
So it's like,
there's one artist I did this, and this is like one of the worst tours I ever did. It was photo, video, tour managing, production managing, and advancing.
I remember that.
It was the hardest 12 weeks of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. You sent me you sent me a rider, and I was just like, oh, who's the TM on the show? He was like, me. I was just like, nice. So you're TM and photos. He's like, yeah, and advancing. I was just like, wow, you're doing it all. He's like, oh, it gets better. I was like, jeez, you're just like a Swiss Army knife.
I try to do as much as I can. I try to do everything.
And then that tour you did, and then you just realized that it was the worst thing you've ever done in your life.
Well, I mean, so I've done tour managing for other people, and like usually it's just a glorified babysitter. Like you're just the on-site guy, which is fine. Like,
right.
That's great. I can do that all day. Super fun. But it's when you start piling on all these extra things, like this one client, I'm not going to name him, but like it was just this one client that was just like trying to be as cheap as possible to hire one person for everything. And like also the people on their side, like their assistants were also like cheap hires. So they weren't great at their job either.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Just a whole collection of people that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, sure.
That's a hot start.
And then just to add, sprinkle a little bit on top of that too, they were also like, we like before the tour, I had sent in like an artist statement to like be like, this is what I want to do with the tour. And they're like, great, we love that. This is, talk with management. Management's like, oh, let's do this. And we nailed down like a plan, a project. And then 2 weeks into the tour, the artist is like, no, we're not doing any of that. We're doing it my way. I pay you. You work for me. You don't work for them. They work for me. So you're listening to me.
Nice.
And so when management didn't get what we agreed on, I was like, look, here are the texts from the artist being like, this is what we're doing. And then they got mad at me for not listening to them. And so now nothing's coming out of the project because they're talking, we're talking, and nothing's happening.
Nothing's getting done.
And so they tried to charge me money to hire an editor because I wasn't delivering on a project that they couldn't even put together themselves.
That sounds like a grade A disaster.
It was a huge disaster. And then they're like, all right, cool. Well, none of this is working. Let's add more people. So they hired in an art director to be like, look, this is actually what we want to do. And what they wanted to do was like these like crazy like Red Bull videos. They sent me an example. It was like crazy Red Bull videos. And
where that guy falls from space. They're like, yeah, we just want to stick our artist on the edge of space and let him fall to the earth. This would be fucking great.
That's what it felt like, to be honest. And so they sent me that, and I'm like, look, this is like, they have like 4 red cams. They have like a producer, director, like film guys. Like they have like permits and stuff. And I'm like, I'm also a photo video tour manager, babysitter, ass wiper, like chef, like bit wrangler, like like what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
like,
all of it.
Yeah. And it was awful.
It sounds like it was awful.
I still have PTSD.
I'm getting anxiety from it right now as we speak because I obviously work in the industry, so I see all this stuff and I'm feeling weird.
Yeah,
I'm feeling weird.
Yeah.
Where have been some of your favorite places to travel? Like when you're working with, artists or
hands down Japan.
Yeah,
every time.
It's crazy because Cam Nightride, every time he goes to Japan, he gets fucking food sick with food poisoning, and then
really,
shits his pants on a private jet and stuff like that. This is
no way. I always have a good time in Japan, except for the time when I literally just get hungover because I just go in.
You just snap the second you land. You just full send it.
Full send. I love drinking in Japan.
Yeah,
because everyone else is drunk. When you're drunk, everyone else is drunk.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen that. I've watched like Anthony Bourdain stuff where he's just like drinking in Japan, and it's literally just an hour long episode of him just drinking sake and getting hammered.
It's just like it's a part of the culture to a degree, like to like drink and have a good time, and so you just find yourself in the middle of it, and especially when you're with people who are like salty, like crew guys who have been like like the last time I was really got drunk there, I was with like the crew for Swedish House Mafia, and those guys have been around the world 5 times. They know everything. So we went to like a shop bar. We got absolutely annihilated.
You got hammered with Swedish House Mafia?
I didn't get hammered with them, but we did go out to eat.
Tried to pull that one out of him. He's not gonna reveal any of his secrets.
We did try to go get like Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
And we showed up too late because we couldn't find the place. Everything's in Japanese, so it's hard to find directions.
Yeah. Go figure.
And so the maitre d' literally was like, no worries, I know we're closing down. I'll find you another place. Hopped on a bike and started running around town.
That's sick. I mean, that's service right there.
Absolute service. And then like he didn't come back for like 45 minutes. So we're like, I guess we're just gonna leave. And so we're walking down the street and we see him on the bike just pedaling around, still trying to find. He's like, don't worry, I'm getting one.
I love that.
Top tier service.
Top tier. So Japan. What's your least favorite place to go?
Least favorite?
He's like, also Japan because I'm hungover the whole time. No.
Just any like flyover state, to be honest.
Right, yeah. Like Atlanta.
Atlanta, like I've done like Minnesota. Just any of those like really just flyover states in the US. I feel like I don't know, or like any super touristy places like outside the US, because it's just like it's America light. You're just not doing anything cool. You're just like there with other white people.
just at like what's the world's largest convenience store called? Bucky's. It's like 36,000 square feet convenience store.
Oh my God, how is that convenient?
It's not convenient at all, which is crazy. I watched the thing on the other. I like fall into YouTube holes all the time.
Oh yeah.
And one that last night was people overnight camping at Bucky's and living there for days. Like shout out to Bucky's. Like I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part.
Is it open 24/7?
Yeah. This place, it's nuts, dude. It's a beaver. So like, if you don't buy the beaver costume onesie, you're fake. Yeah. Like
fake
people are overnight camping. They're going in. They're buying like rations, going out to their truck and cooking on like a little.
Why are they camping if it's 24 hours?
Yeah, but that's what
are they waiting?
You got to sleep at some time.
They're just they're just sleeping.
They're staying there for a long period of time.
Yes.
Wow.
It's wild. I'll send you the video. It's crazy.
All right.
It's crazy. People it's now an institution. But I can see what you're saying, like the whole tourist trap thing.
Yeah, it's just not fun. Like I travel because I want to get away from white people. We're the worst.
James Coletta is falling off the rails, folks. That's it. White people are the worst. I love it. So we're at the point in the show where we bring our boy Hurley in.
Oh.
We have a little fun here.
Okay.
The Susan segment is back for season 2. And we're going to have a little fun with these questions. You guys ready?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah from Hurley. You ready there, James Coletta?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. You get to create a country. Where is it, and what laws are you implementing?
No white people. Law number 1.
Can't even be a resident of your own country, apparently.
Yeah, he's just stuck on the outside.
No, we could travel there. There's no white residents.
Okay. Perfect. I love that too.
It has to be an island.
Well, okay.
It
Yeah.
has to be an island.
Yeah.
All beachfront property.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
with
that.
That.
Nobody can wear socks to bed.
If you wear socks to bed, you're a fucking psychopath.
Thank you.
Do you wear socks to bed?
I used to until I got bullied out of it. This was like 10
So
years ago.
This was right now. Hurley.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm not wearing that tonight.
He's like, fuck it. Hurley actually just took his socks off right now because he feels scared. Yeah, and then so you're gonna have an island, and what? And no socks.
No socks to bed.
No socks.
You can
to
wear
bed.
socks.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a psycho. You just can't wear them to bed, which is psychopath behavior.
Yeah, I agree. Have you ever had wet socks? Of course you have. Wet socks are the worst.
The worst.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
Especially because I wear these like fabric top boys.
Yeah. Wow, you're fucking. You got some stretching. You got some stretching
baby.
you for a big boy. Oh my god, you just almost pretzeled to yourself. Oh my god. Oh my god, he just tore all of his ACLs, his MCL, and his hamstrings. That's good.
You have to wheel me out of here.
Yeah, we don't have insurance on this show, by the way, so you're fucked. What would you?
So what is it? Just pick an island and then name a pet peeve?
No, you get to create to create a
Pet
country.
peeve?
You can. Yeah, I guess so.
The only thing they serve is gummy worms, sour gummy worms.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
good-
Create a country. What laws are you implementing?
Well, same for me. It's got to be an island.
Yeah.
Beach.
I'm with you.
Beach vibes. Everyone has to spend a certain amount of time outside doing fun things.
I like that. Get outside.
Yeah.
Isn't that what
I
like
don't know how
Korea
long.
does? They make it like an army though.
Yeah, that's
Everyone has to be outside training for the military.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that in Israel.
That's pretty much the facts. You know, GoPro does that.
They have an army?
No. Yes. They give you a GoPro, the latest GoPro edition, and then they allow you to just take off time throughout the course of the day to film the hobby that you want on the new GoPro.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So, like, you want to learn guitar? They go, okay, here's a GoPro. Go learn guitar.
Do they own that footage?
I don't know. That'd be fun to know.
It seems like a promotional thing.
But that's like part of their company culture. You get to just take time off every single day to go work on a hobby with your GoPro.
That's cool.
That's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Hobby's just reading a book, so it's like an hour-long
just home.
video of you just staring at a book.
I like to record myself
Watching
sleeping.
TV. Yeah.
just take it. Just submit your footage to GoPro, and it's just you taking a fucking nap for 2 hours straight. I would definitely be an island, and the law would be you have to eat chicken wings you have to have chicken wings and beer every Sunday. That is your meal.
God's day.
That is
how would
your
you
meal.
how do you do that any other way?
That's your meal.
Although you can't be a monster, all right? You have to eat the whole amount of chicken on that wing.
Yeah.
There are some people that do bite one, flip over, bite two, throw it away.
No, see, I clean the wing.
You're desecrating a chicken.
Yeah, I clean the wing. I'm not really a big cartilage guy. Like, I don't like bite the ends off like a Neanderthal. I clean the meat off the wing, and that's how I do it.
Yeah, that'll be a local ordinance if you have to clean off the
Yeah. There'll
the
be a guy that
cartilage.
walks around, or it's going to be Hurley. He's going to walk around and be like, present your wing, please. Present your wing, please.
It's a rite of passage.
It is a rite of passage. The second one, what is your favorite dessert? I can go because I'm not really the world's largest dessert guy.
Oh, I am. 'Cause I went to school for culinary arts. Like, I used to make stuff. Like, I feel like if I could just like last meal dessert, it's probably going to be like a flan, like a custard.
Wow.
Like that. Oh, the caramel on the bottom, the eggy, deliciousness. It's almost everything for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of texture in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a custard. Like
Flan.
it has to be actually specific. Not just a custard, but it has to be a flan.
Okay. I like that. I like that answer. I like flan. I'll take like a bite. I'm not a big dessert guy, but I'll take a bite of some flan.
I'm between cheesecake and ice cream.
Okay. Well,
What kind of cheesecake?
better-
What kind of ice cream?
yeah, you better figure
Chocolate.
it out.
It's got to be chocolate.
Chocolate?
Of them. Yeah.
Ice cream
Sure.
and chocolate cheesecake.
Yes.
Wow,
Why are you guys so shocked about
I don't know.
that?
It just seems so middle of the road.
For a guy that wears socks to bed, that's not what I thought. That's not
Better
what
than
I
vanilla,
thought you'd say
I would
pistachio or something if you wear socks to
pistachio
bed.
ice cream was lit.
No, I'm a big chocolate guy.
Okay.
So I'll stick with ice cream.
Okay.
Keep it summer
Just
themed.
ice cream?
I
That's so middle of the road, though.
catch me smashing a cannoli.
Oh, I forgot about
Catch me
cannolis.
smashing a cannoli.
As an Italian, cannolis
boy.
really aren't my favorite.
Oh boy, he's just gonna.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I like them, but like I'd still rather a flan than like.
You just threw your whole entire culture in the trash by saying you didn't like cannolis.
Oh, I thought it was white.
You're a psychopath. What was your worst date experience? I got one. I'll definitely fire this one off real fast.
All right, because mine's long.
I took a girl to the movies a long time ago. It was like 18, 19. And took her to the movies. It's like, this is great. Like going on a date. I don't really date back then, especially back then. I don't date now. But making out with her.
At the movie?
Yeah.
Wasted $20.
Walk out. She's like, oh, my boyfriend's here to pick me up. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, boy. Oh, this is good. I was like, this is great.
What movie was it?
I don't even remember. I don't remember watching it.
Yeah, probably because you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
So you have lived this long and that's your worst date?
Yeah, I don't really go on dates, man.
How many dates have you ever been on?
Like first dates?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, like first, like initial dates.
3,
3?
4,
4?
maybe.
Guys.
I don't really date. So
Public service announcement. Let's get my man some dates. Okay? Shout out to the internet. Shout out to the world. All right? We need to get my man over here. Change camera. He needs some dates. All right? We need some first experiences.
Change.
Because literally the worst date he's ever had, he made out with a chick who had a boyfriend. I do that.
But then he picked her up from the movie.
I know that.
Maybe he's into it.
That's the equivalent
You know?
of saying my weakness is that I work too hard. Like, yeah, my worst date, I made out with a girl for an entire movie.
Yeah. And then her boyfriend picked her up.
Yeah.
I had
All right.
At least I paid $20 for a makeout session, I guess is what you're saying.
Fair.
You know, could have been worse.
All right. Buckle in. So I wouldn't say this is necessarily a first date, but it was the first date that we went on because this girl that I was dating, we had copulated.
What a word. Copulated. 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 Continue.
Did he spell that right?
I think so. I mean, I could check.
Far
but-
beyond me to know.
I don't know.
I just know words. I don't know how to spell them. All right. Either way, so we'd already been, intimate together, and so she's like, "I want to bring you on a date," and I was like, "That sounds great." She's like, "All right, I'll plan everything. Everything's on me. I'm doing this whole thing." And so she like built up this whole night. She's like, "Oh, we're going to a fancy restaurant. I'm bringing you
To McDonald's.
I'm bringing you to a special location, and I'm gonna dress up, and we're gonna do all these things." So I'm like, great, like wow, like I've had a date before this where my girlfriend planned everything, and then she like forgot her wallet, so I had to pay for everything.
Convenient.
Yeah, so I was like, great, cool. So I was like, finally, someone's bringing me on a date, and they seem really enthusiastic about it. So now she picks me up, and she has like a beater car, so it's already like garbage. It's in the middle of winter, like she has no heating. So we're driving all the way from Boston to New Hampshire to go to this
For a date.
for a date.
Okay.
Well, this is part one.
Oh, fine.
This is part one. She's like, there's this really fun like outdoor activity that we're gonna do first. So we get there, and it is this. It's a Christian string light ceremony. Like, so what it is like it's heavy overtones of like these.
The fuck is that?
I don't even know I still have no idea.
James just entered a cult.
Coletta joins that's gonna. First of all, that's the thumbnail title. Coletta joins a cult.
She used to be Mormon, so I don't even know how this all fits together. Just the heavy overtones of like religion. So like, there's like certain parts that are like, oh, this is pretty nice. It's string lights that are done in like a artistic fashion. And then there's like heavy overtone Christian like crosses and Jesus babies and Bible things. It's all just string lights, and you pay like $12 to get in. You walk around and you're like, wow, I'm cold. But it was like, all right, I'm like, okay, like she's trying to share something, intimate with me,
Yeah.
like, it's special to her, so I can at least appreciate that. Maybe it's not necessarily my tone, but, fine, cool. Like, she wanted to share that with me.
Going with the flow.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, she's cool, whatever. So then she's like, all right, get ready for the nicest dinner you've ever had.
Oh, boy.
And so she's like, I talked to my friend about this place, and he said it was like one of the best places he's ever been to. Let's go. I made a reservation. So we go to this place that's back in like Boston. Like we went to New Hampshire for no reason, came back to Boston.
You went to New Hampshire for Jesus, and you came back to Boston for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get there.
I'm following.
She changes in the car because she like,
While she was driving?
No. Like we get there, we park, and she puts on like a nice button up, a bow tie, like super lesbian vibe. It was honestly a hot.
I love that.
Did her makeup and all that stuff. Like, I'm just sitting there being like, cool. All right.
Thanks.
So she's all dressy, fancy dressed up and all that stuff. And we walk over to this place. We walk in, and it's essentially like a all wood, like microbrew, like family style restaurant.
Okay.
That is just like the most garbage place you could find. Like, it looks like everything is sticky. You know,
Oh, that's
just
gross. Like covered in beer and they never wipe it and it's just sat there forever.
awful.
Oh, good.
So we get
Love
there,
that.
and she's like, "Hi, I made a reservation," and the guy had no clue what she was talking about because it's clear that no one has ever made a reservation for this place. In addition to that, nobody is there.
That's great.
So then he's like, "Oh wait, no, I know what you're talking about," and he brings it over to a table where he has like they just printed out like a thing that said reserved and put it on the table. It's just like a piece of paper.
Oh, that's good.
So we sit there, and everything on the menu's garbage. We get food, and the food's terrible. Everything's awful. And so the one thing I didn't mention at the start is I've had the shit the entire time. So
I almost just spit my coffee out.
like
this whole entire day you've had to take a dump.
I have IBS. So I've had the shit the entire time. The entire time I've had to I've been holding it in, clenching the whole time, walking around, praying to Jesus
you
that I don't shit my pants this entire time. And so I'm like, all right, we're at the restaurant. I can finally go relieve myself. And I go in, and it's the kind of place where they just there's no stalls, just toilets.
Oh, that's good.
It's in a room. No walls, no nothing, just toilet seats. And
Perfect. Good thing there's nobody in the restaurant.
Horrible. Yeah, well, there was two dudes pissing and having a great conversation.
In a trough, I assume.
Yeah, it was a trough.
In a disgusting trough.
I had to convince them to let me use the bathroom in the back because I was like, I have to use the bathroom, and I cannot use. I need a stall. They're like, well, we can bring you in the back. I'm like, please, I need
do.
this. And
You remind me of a guy that gets completely naked to take a dump.
sometimes it's needed. Sometimes you really need to get a wide stance and really grit down.
Oh my God. All right. So continue. They take you to the back.
They take me to the back, and I destroy the bathroom.
Bet you do.
It had to happen. I don't know what I ate. And we get back. She had packaged up the food. She felt like, honestly, I felt like she was a little bit embarrassed because she asked her literally their most single friend for the best restaurant recommendation that he had.
And that was it.
And it's like, you're asking the wrong person. You don't ask your most single friend where to go eat for a date.
No.
Because he's going to tell you to go to a bar restaurant.
Dive bar. Yeah.
Like it's a shithole. And she's dressed up like the most omega lesbian you've ever seen. Bow tie, button down, high heels, dress pants.
Yeah. My mom watches this show. She's gonna love this. She's gonna be like,
I hope this girl isn't listening.
my mom's gonna call me. She's gonna be like, am I an omega lesbian? I'm like, yes, you are. yes, mom.
Oh, she knows. I've told this. She's actually been on my stream to tell this story.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So she's aware.
I love that.
And then we went back to my house to
fornicate.
Well, she bought dinner, so I had to
You had to put out.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh my God, that's it. Well, Hurley.
I got nothing to top that story. We just gotta move on.
I got zero things. That's incredible. Hurley's like, my worst date was the next one. What was your least favorite subject or class in school?
English. Probably English.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what you speak.
You're just talking about think punctuation. I do well enough.
There.
Yeah, I know those sometimes.
When you can get those right, that'll turn a girl right on.
For sure. Or if you use them wrong, it's just an immediate ultra turn off.
Oh yeah, they like asterisk you, and then you're like, oh well, this one's over.
Yeah, you just get left on red.
This is done. We're done here.
You want to go there? THEIR.
Like nope.
Oh well, he's stupid.
And he's dumb.
Yeah, he's rocks.
Then you've been unmatched on Hinge. Go ahead, Hurley.
I think for me it's history. I was never really much of a history guy.
Really?
There was always just a bunch of random dates that you didn't really have to remember that you did.
Yeah, they're like the colonial this.
I mean,
and
there
they're
obviously were important dates to remember, but there also were other ones where it's like, this person signed this act that did this one tiny thing.
yeah. The Alaskan Territories Act, where we just like fucking steal from Canada. Like, we're gonna take that one. In 1873, we stole.
Canada is one natural resource away from being America, so
Yeah, that's true.
they're lucky. All right,
The memes
we'll take them over.
the memes of like Canada being the upstairs neighbor to a meth cookhouse. Those things kill me. I was terrible at math.
Math?
Yeah, I still suck at math. People like 2 + 2 is 4 quick maths. That's what I got. That's about all I got.
I feel like I was like honestly pretty good at math, but I was also like one of the slow kids.
That's good.
Yeah.
You had an IEP.
I had an IEP.
Me too.
Yeah. I think I had 2 of them. That was so special.
Wow, you had a
Yeah.
double IEP.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like an STD. I had a double IEP
It certainly
too.
stung for a long time.
Brutal. So collectively we all suck at school. So this is what we're getting at. We just use
Is this why we're exactly here at this moment?
Yes, this is why I podcast now for a living. So, all right, last one. You find out you're competing in the Olympics tomorrow. What sport are you attempting?
I don't know why the first thing came to my head was javelin throwing. I just think I like the idea of like throwing sharp things.
Just chucking it. How far do you think you could throw a javelin? Those things weigh like 15 pounds.
Oh, probably not far. It would be immensely unimpressive just by any like regular human standards. Nevertheless, an Olympian.
Okay.
It was like
You're not breaking any records.
no. I'm breaking the record of probably throwing it in front of my feet. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that javelin. Okay.
Javelin. I feel like maybe like luge, luging.
Luge. He's gonna
I feel like-
sprint and hop into a little bullet on an ice track.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, what's the levels of luge? Like, or am I thinking of the right thing? Like,
Yeah, but you can-
you're definitely going down the ice too. But like, there's ones where you're like in like the whole shell thing, and then there's ones
Bobsled.
where you're just like on a single skate, just like flying down there.
Yeah, well, the bobsled is the one that you're in like the little
bobsled.
rocket. The luge is the one where you're just on that little fucking platform with 2 skates on the bottom.
I feel like that's the ballsiest.
Yeah, yeah, you're going
That's
like
gotta
80
be
miles
so
an hour.
cool. Just going down there,
Just-
and then like.
yeah,
Have you seen the one where the guy like he's like literally resting his head in like some other dude's crotch or whatever?
yeah, that's
like,
what they do. It's like the doubles luge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got to be a real homie.
You just can't pop a boner on the back of your boy's head. Just don't pop a boner on your boy's head. You'll be fine. You'll win a gold medal.
I feel like that's hard. I feel like that's hard to do, but that's like the thing. Like the thing is like adrenaline must be like rush. You're going 90 miles an hour and literally nothing.
Yeah, I don't know that would make me horny though.
No, it's not gonna make you horny, but listen to the adrenaline. Like, like have you ever had like a fear boner or like a hate boner? Like
Yeah.
you're just like
every
you're
morning. Every morning when I wake up, I have a fucking fear boner. It's not a morning one; it's a fear boner.
You're just like you're just like flooded with like hormones, and you're like not necessarily like you're
Just
like
ripping
I want to
loose.
fuck something. You're just like I might die. Ah!
Yeah.
And then your
Okay.
buddy's on a kickstand.
Oh my god!
I wonder if they do that so much where they like it doesn't even matter to them anymore. They can like fall asleep.
Yeah, it's probably no adrenaline.
Like skydivers and stuff.
Yeah,
just adrenaline junkie stuff.
Yeah, it's just like this isn't even fun anymore. This is old hat, as they say. They're just gonna do it.
What about those psychos who wear like the flying squirrel suits?
Yeah, those guys just whipping around like what do you call them? Like crevasses, fucking doing all
Just
that crazy shit.
Boulders that are just like right there, and like
Not for
there's
me.
like I'm gonna fly as close to that as I can. Here we go.
The only thing dangerous that I do is wake up in the morning. That's it. You're not gonna catch me doing anything else. I value my life too much to do anything fucking crazy. I wake up in the morning, and that is the extent of my danger for the day.
Yeah, what's the most dangerous thing that you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Fucking produced 15 podcasts.
Not much.
Eat vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, he's like I switched it to chocolate. Hurley, what Olympic sport would you be?
I
What
would
you do?
love to play beach volleyball
Dude, I'm kind of with you on that one.
because I played volleyball in high school, and
I can see that.
it seems like a vibe.
I also feel like I could be an Olympic walker. You seen that shit?
No.
That's a thing.
Olympic walker.
Yeah. Olympic speed walking. They just fucking, their hips are going, their arms are moving quick as fuck.
Didn't they do an episode about that on Malcolm in the Middle?
Maybe.
Is that a throwback? Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm alone on this one.
Maybe you. I think
Someone in the comments will know.
I think you're on the Lonely Island. Yeah. Well, speaking of the comments section, dude, thank you for being here.
Hold on, wait.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my God.
I was
He's busting out. Well, first of all, he pulled out a purse.
I was getting my coffee early this morning, and I was like, I don't know, I want to bring something. You know, I'm the first guest.
Yep.
You know, you're a friend of mine. I want to bring something, and I'm like, what's more New England than getting scratch tickets?
Let's do it. Let's fucking, dude.
Do you have any coins?
Let's win.
It has to be a quarter.
Does it?
My Italian mother told me it has to be a quarter.
I've got a one of these. I've got a key. I don't think it.
I'll do a key, but that means we're going to lose, apparently, by Italian law.
Oh no, scissors. Okay, cool. You use scissors. I'll use a key.
I got keys. Come on.
All right, we're gonna both use keys. We're gonna scratch tickets. Here we go.
Okay, but we need you. Come over here.
Hurley's coming in.
All right, put these behind your back. Switch them around, and then I'll let you pick first. Left arm, right arm.
I'm gonna go with the left arm.
All right, I'll take the other one.
This one's called Cash to Go. It's a $5 scratch ticket. The ticket number is 121. What are we looking for here? We're looking to win, hopefully $1 million.
Match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers.
If I win $1 million, if I win $1 million on this, I will freak out. I think it's destined to happen on YouTube. Here we go.
People listening too, you could just say whatever they believe you.
All right,
get it 2 times, 5 times, or 20 times symbol. You win 10, 5, or 20 times.
I'm losing right off the bat. So what I do is I like to scratch the numbers in the like your numbers first, not the winning numbers.
I do the same thing because that way you know.
Yeah.
Because you could tell like if it's dancing around a certain number, like if you have like a 13, 12, and then like 10.
I also like to try to hit.
You know it's gonna be 11. Like
I like to hit the ones that are like 2 times, 5 times, and then like you don't even need to scratch the rest. You just scratch that shit and turn it in.
Yeah, if you hit that first, you know you got a winner.
Dude,
but mine's dancing around too many numbers at the moment. This is definitely a loser.
All right, this one's gonna probably be a loser as well. You know, so much for winning $1 million on a podcast.
You just get on Vax Millions.
Yeah, we're still on Vax Millions. There's still two more winners left. Come on.
And you're gonna buy me a Tesla.
Come on. And then I'm gonna buy you a Tesla. And then if you win, you also buy me a Tesla. No, that wasn't it. I was supposed to buy everyone
If I
a
win,
Tesla.
you buy me a Tesla.
I lost. I fucking lost.
Rats.
All right, 19.
Rats.
22. I know this is dancing around too many numbers.
Come on, win us $1 million.
Us?
Yeah, we have to split it. It's on my show, so legally you have to split. Come on, tell me you won.
Nope.
Tell me you won.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
jeez.
didn't.
You know,
22.
first episode fantastic,
What a way to end
and then
it.
we end it with a couple losers. Can you imagine that? Until next week, like, subscribe, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitch at shootyourshot. Twitch.tv/shootyourshot. You can find me on Instagram at jcphoto. That's my photography work. JamesColetta.com is my my website.
Yep.
What else? Yeah, follow me on. Fuck everything else. Go to my Twitch. I need people on my Twitch.
Follow him on Twitch. Get him on Twitch, and maybe he'll have me on. Maybe I'll call in,
You should call it.
and then we're just gonna get weird. Until next week, peace.